Hello fellow firewood fanatics, this is Chris. We're in the wood yard again today, and we are going to do some wood splitting today is the plan. Got this big pile behind me, and then the rest of the load is over here, and I don't think we'll get to that, but we're going to start on the pile right back over here. We're going to fire up the Eastonmade ULTRA, as you can see, and we are going to split as much of the pile as we can get. When I say we, I mean me and Brady. He's here today. Hello. And he is going to be handing me wood because we're going to see what two guys can do with this machine. So this will be the first time I've run it with two guys. So here we go. Splitting happens now. Okay, so I forgot to say what we're going to try to do is, these are pretty big rounds and they're all oak. It's all mostly red oak and it's mostly barkless. But we're going to try the 4-way wedge to start with and see what it does. I might have to adjust it up or down because these are bigger chunks than the stuff we did on the other side. All the maple over here was pretty small pieces. But I also have a single wedge right here, and I might be using that because from things that I've seen other guys have done, especially Joe, and he said that the way to go is with a single wedge because you can get your pieces the right size that way. Because I don't want to obviously make a lot of kindling out of it and make too small of pieces. So this will be the first time I'm going to try it with some bigger stuff. So here we go again. So the splitting for today has ended. Brady had to go home. He was done for the day. And we split for about 3 hours, a little less than that, 2.5, 3, something like that. And so I know for sure we got at least 3 full cords done. There might be 3.5, 4, I don't know. You never know till you stack it. But the splitter worked just excellent on this oak. It's mostly red oak, barkless, so it popped apart really well on us. The splitter worked great, and in watching other people that have this same splitter, from Joe's Premium Firewoods, he recommended that not using the 4-way wedge when you're splitting bigger rounds, because he said he made too much kindling. But I found if you put the piece in right, you don't have to worry about it. My pieces I split down a little smaller anyway, because most of the people I sell to is for firewood, for a fireplace, and they don't want big huge chunks. So most of the pieces I'm splitting are smaller ones like this. This is kind of the size we're after, nothing bigger than that. And even down to this size is what most people want. So anyway, it worked really good. And so I never did switch over to the single wedge, which I do have right here, the single wedge for the splitter, which I bought. It was extra $200 for that, but I didn't feel the need to put it in because it worked nice just splitting just with the 4-way. If you have a small piece, it can dive right underneath it. If you have a piece that's kind of in between where you're going to be right about in here, I just hold the piece up when the ram comes so that you're splitting it 4 ways and then you're done. And if you get a big piece, you got to cut them down one more time anyway, so it worked out really well. I have been about every hour, every half hour or so, I throw a little bit of grease on the rail here where the ram slides. So anyway, I just did that. And I've already got, I don't know, there's probably, boy, if I had to guess, at least 20 hours on it now or so. So I'm going to change the oil. I just got some oil. Can't find my oil pan, so I've got a bucket. So I'm going to drain it off right now and change the oil. That is the next project I'm going to work on. So we're going to do some oil changing right now. So I am going to change the oil for the very first time. Oops. There we go. I'm guessing it's going to be 1 billion degrees because we just ran the splitter for a few hours here, so I'm pretty sure it's going to be toasty. Oh yeah, it needed changing too. Probably should have changed it a while ago. I didn't even look at the owner's manual. I just know you're supposed to change it after the first like 10 or 15, 20 hours, something like that. So yeah, that needed changing badly. It's very dark. I probably should have changed it before I even started today. That's okay. We'll get it changed here and flushed out and make it all better. So look at that. Syrupy chocolate syrup. And I'm going to put in 5W30. It said you could do 10W30, but they recommend 5 weight if you're in cold conditions, obviously, which I'm not right now. Now it's warm, middle of summer, but definitely this winter I'll probably switch over to Mobile 1. 5 weight is probably what I'll switch to, I'm thinking. Anyway, looks like it takes about a quart, it looks like. I'll have to look at the manual. I just want to get it started draining here. So anyway, there it goes. It's a draining. Okay, so while the oil was draining, I got out the owner's manual and I was right on target. It says change the oil the first month or 20 hours, and that's about what I got on it, so I'm just about right. And then you're supposed to change it every 100 hours after that, which I do not think is enough. I will probably change the oil at least every 50 hours, maybe even 40 hours. Because it's not expensive, then I just as soon have the engine working well. So anyway, I'm right on target. We're good. The oil is done draining. It is in the bucket. There it is. Very dark. And I am going to put the nut back on now. And it says you're supposed to put a new washer on, but I'm not doing that. The washer is right there. I didn't take it off. It's going to stay right in there. So I'll put this back on, and then we're going to dump in the next batch of oil. There we go. She's tight. We should be ready to rock and roll. So I'm going to dump some more oil in the top here. Well, this is going to be interesting because I do not have an angled funnel available. All I could find was this one. So I think I'm going to have to buy myself a little angled funnel so that I can... Oh yeah, this is not going to work at all. Yeah, I can't get it at all. So I'm going to have to do it the old-fashioned way. Spill oil. I'm going to have to just pour it in and see if I can hit the hole, because I can't move the machine at all really, but here we go. Oh yeah, that's not going to work terrible. Already spilling. Well, if I go super slow. Yeah, so it's just barely going in. I can see it's just barely going. I'm still dripping some here. Oh, dang it. Well, yep, definitely going to have to get an angled funnel for this, because this is the only one you can get at, the only hole. The other hole is on the other side where the beam is for the slide. Yeah, I'm dripping oil. Trying to get it to an angle here where I can not spill. There we go. That seems to have taken care of it. Yep, that's it. Great success. It is in. And now, a little check here, because you're supposed to have it just on the tip. But it's at a quart, so it should be good. Yep, we're good. Beautiful. That's an easy oil change. There we go. The oil is in. Now I'm going to take the old oil. I'm going to put it right back in here. And I just save all my jugs when I do oil. So here is my other option. There's the other drain plug. and there's the other oil fill and check, and it's between the beam, as you can see here, so no way to really get at it. The only one to go to is to this side over here, like I did. So that's the way it's going to have to be done. So I'm going to now cover the splitter up, because I'm done splitting for today. This is the pile we got done. We threw all the cookies and things off to the side over here, and like a lot of the cookies, I like to pop in half just to get them so they dry. And then these sticks that are out here were pieces that when I split them, I could tell they were bone dry, so I just tossed them out, because I'll be able to deliver those right away to somebody that wants them. I'll just put that into a delivery. No sense stacking it when it's ready to fly and burn. So here's what's going to happen in the next time at the wood yard. This was what Brady started with this morning. He came over here and he started working for, I don't know, he had maybe half hour before I came out, and he got one face coat of his maple stacked and some other rows, and we're just going to work our way that direction. So we're gonna stack all this and just go that way, and then when we get this pile over here done, when this pile is done being split, we're going to start stacking on the other side of the splitter over here, and we're going to work our way this direction, because we got all that to split yet too. So what I wanted to do is get this half of the load all split, and then we would probably end up with, you know, some space right in here, and we'll just start stacking right in this area and then work our way that direction. So that is the plan. So that is it for today. Thanks for watching. Please hit the like, subscribe button. You know what to do. You're a professional. Poke the buttons, and I'll see you same wood time, same wood channel. That'd be tomorrow. Good night, Irene.